Commodore, I also want to ask you this, that over the last few months, I'm assuming that you must have spoken to the family members. Is there anything that you can tell us with regards to what is the condition of our veterans right now in Qatar? Do we know about their health condition? Because almost everyone would be extremely worried because they were in solitary confinement for several weeks put together. What's their condition now?
Sorry, could you just repeat the question?
Commodore, I was asking you that I'm assuming that you may have spoken to some of the family members of our veterans. Do you have any idea about their health condition? I understand that they were in solitary confinement for several weeks put together. Everyone would like to know. I hope our Navy veterans, their health condition is stable.
Well, this decision has obviously shocked them, and it has shocked everybody who has known these people. It was perhaps expected that when this judgment would come, they would be, let off of their charges, or there would be some sort of a smaller sentencing, which would be appealed again. It must be remembered that this is the case of the court of the first instance. That is the first court in which the case has gone. There is an appellate court above it, and there's one more court above it. And also that currently India enjoys a very good position in the Gulf nations, excellent relations, even with the Qatari Navy. Training is there, there are exercises with them, there is an agreement with them. And with all this, we are all hopeful, I'm sure, that with this position, the people who are responsible, officers who are responsible for handling this, are putting in their best and trying to get these 8 gentlemen back home at the earliest. However, we must say that the families are pretty shocked that the sentencing and the judgment went completely 180 degrees to their expectations. Most of them, these officers spent 25, 30 years in the Indian Navy and put in so much effort here, and now they were putting in effort here. And with this, there was a very good side outfall of this was the relationship which was developing between the trainee officers and the Indians who were teaching them. A lot of respect for the Indians because of their professionalism. And somehow, with this, all that is seems to have gone out. And another issue, as far as the human angle is concerned, all these officers are in their late 50s or nearing 60s. One odd, I think, Prandeep Tiwari is beyond 60. And with that, all of them have parents, either one parent, or if they have both parents, they are very old and sick. Some of them have special children or siblings. And, they have children who are getting married, daughters getting married. All that has been handled by the ladies themselves. For the last 16 months, you wouldn't have seen them or heard the ladies anywhere. If Fauji's are made of steel, the ladies are made of titanium, and they are handling everything, going for the court hearings to Doha, and handling their families, their relatives, their in-laws, everybody, children, in a fantastic manner. And obviously, the strain and stress is quite a lot on them, and they are expecting a speedy recovery of these officers back to our home country.
Commodore, I just want to take one final question from you, is with regards to whether at all the family members have been able to get in touch with our veterans in Qatar. Has there been any sort of communication with them? And if so, how are they really doing right now? And what's the roadmap ahead?
So the basic expectations are that this will go to the appellate court, and in the next month, this would be appealed. And once that is appealed, hopefully the sentences would be either the charges would be dropped or the sentences would be reduced. And then subsequently, there's one more appellate court, and then the Emir himself, the royal pardon from the Emir himself. So I'm sure those who are handling this in the government, I don't want to say anything, of which I'm not in the know of. And I'm sure those who are handling this are very, very competent, and they are very much up to it. In the services, the first thing that was taught to us 40 years ago was we never leave a man behind. Never leave a man behind. And I'm sure between the services and the government, and especially the diplomatic side, they are going to follow this, and nobody is going to be left behind.
Well, thank you very much, Commodore Negi, for joining us on this broadcast and sharing the plight of the family members. We are certainly hoping that our campaign of bringing back our men successful, our veterans return home and they are safe with their family members. Prayers of everyone here from the Republic Newsroom. Thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast.